I believe we are live. Good evening, class of 2021. There are a whole bunch of you watching, which is a good thing. We're glad to see that. So thank you, scholars and families, for taking some time out of this Thursday night to join us. We are very excited to be able to talk to you all about some of the things that are coming up here in just unbelievably, a few short weeks. It doesn't seem real that here we are in March of your spring senior semester. And it's looking like plans are starting to fall in place for a lot of the senior events that we weren't quite sure how they were going to pan out for this year. So thankfully, it looks like some of these things that we were hoping were going to happen are going to happen. So we're starting to get some details. Things are starting to fall into shape, and we are excited to talk to you about those tonight. So that was our goal for tonight. We wanted to get you together and go over some of these things that you need to be expecting and planning for as we move into these next few weeks. I am joined by the best counselor in Knox County Schools, Ms. Ann Orpert. I'm going to send you live, and you're live.
All right. Hi, guys. I'm so excited you're here. We do have a lot of information to give out to you tonight. Everything from graduation to upcoming events to how do you get your transcripts sent to colleges. So if your friends are not on here, please snap them, text them real fast and say, log on, please, please, please. So that's it. And Mr. Mosley, can you please email Mr. Molchan the link? He's trying to get on and I don't know how to do that.
Yep.
Okay.
I did.
Thank you.
Sugar. I echo what Ms. Orpert said. All this information is going to be pertinent for all seniors. So while there are a handful of you on right now, there are a large handful of your fellow classmates who aren't on. So I would encourage you to reach out to them, let them know that this is important. We have emailed the link out several times over the past few weeks to both students and families. So shoot them a message, tell them to hop on. We're going to give just a second before we roll into the meat of it. So reach out. Here's your chance. Get them here. They're going to want to hear a lot of what we're saying. So we are going to pause just for maybe another minute or two before we move on into all the good information to give you a chance to rally your partners. So hang tight. We'll be right back. All right. Our numbers have gone up a few, so I'm going to go ahead and get rolling here. All right. Our numbers have gone up a few, so I'm going to go ahead and get rolling here. All right, making sure that we are good to go. And we are. Excellent. So First off, we are very excited to announce that graduation is on, and we will be having it the 5th of June. That's a Saturday at 11 a.m. At Central High School's football field. This is the same thing that happened last year with us, so you may have seen some of the information come out last year, but it's going to be the exact same setup. So originally that there was some talk about having it at Thompson Bowling Arena, but the district decided for a variety of different reasons to go ahead and move forward with us having it our own graduation ceremonies at our own fields. And obviously we don't have a football field, so we are using Central High Schools, and they've been gracious enough to let us do that. So 11 a.m. Saturday, June 5th. Go ahead and put that on your calendars. Arrival time, we're going to say 10:15, somewhere around 10:15, 10:30. I put 10:15 on there just to be safe, but I do want to tell you that there is a ceremony going on before ours. So L&N STEM Academy will actually be having their graduation ceremony at 9 a.m. On that same field that morning. So don't get there too early, because they'll be having their ceremony, and we obviously don't want to get in the way of that. But that also means that we won't have a whole lot of turnaround time between their ceremony and our ceremony. So we're going to want to make sure that you're not running late. Don't show up at 10 till 11 because it's going to be go time by that time. And as you'll see down there at the bottom, the last bullet point, there will not be a rehearsal. So we're not going to have a rehearsal, just like last year. There was no rehearsal. So if you show up late, that could be bad for you. So that's why I put 10:15 on there. Go ahead and make your plans now. Students, just like last year, are going to be allowed up to 6 tickets for admittance to the ceremony. That's 6 tickets per student. And again, that is a Knox County policy, not a CMA policy. I also understand that there may be other family members or friends who are very much interested in coming to your graduation. And that may be beyond the 6 tickets that you are being allowed. And I understand that. I've already heard from a few families that are trying to figure out how they can accommodate everyone who wants to come. And I'll tell you what I have told those families already. Again, I don't have the power to just give out extra tickets. The 6 ticket max is what's being told by the district. The best bet for you, if you are hoping to have more people show up than 6, if you're going to need more tickets than 6, I would go ahead and start talking maybe to some of your classmates and try to identify a few who won't be using all of their 6 tickets. That way you can maybe get your hands on a few more and then still be able to accommodate your people that way. So they're going to have a whole system in place. We're going to organize a pickup day. That'll be later in the semester once they give us our ticket allotment. But you'll basically come to campus, be given however many tickets that you are requesting, and then you're going to sign a form that basically confirms, I got this many tickets, I'm done. It's going to we'll send out more specific information once we get closer to that time about how that's going to work. But essentially, it's going to have to be picked up by the student or by the parent or guardian. We can't have a bunch of kind of designated ticket picker-uppers coming into the office to try to pick up tickets, mostly because that's when we run into issues with, people not knowing exactly, who all has tried to come and get tickets, and it can get confusing quick. So long story short, it'll be up to the student or the primary guardian or parent to come in and sign for those tickets. And once those are signed for, then that's it. They've been distributed, and there's kind of nothing else we can do at that point. So again, Saturday, June 5th, 11 a.m. Get there about 10:15, 10:30 at Central High School. We're super excited about this. We're going to do everything we can to make it a great ceremony. Despite all the challenges of this year, we cannot wait to celebrate you all. So go ahead and make your plans now. On to some more specific graduation items. There is a mandatory graduation fee for $25. The deadline for that to be paid is April 17th. We have to have that paid by April 17th. Many of you have already paid that already, so thank you for doing that. But if you have not, then you can pay that to us in the front office with a cash or check, or you can pay online at knoxschools.schoolcashonline.com. Search for Career Magnet Academy, and it should show you all of the CMA specific fees that you have access to. So those fees, that $25 covers your diploma and your diploma cover, and those are mandatory fees. So make sure you get those taken care of sooner rather than later. Also, speaking of required things you'll need, your cap, gown, and tassel are also all required and must be purchased through Balfour. This says here by March 1st, which obviously has passed. So it says that a $10 late fee will be incurred after March 1st. I know we had our graduation items kind of order night I guess maybe a month or so ago, 6 weeks ago, I forget, where you could come into the school and fill out your order forms with Balfour. So if you've not done that already, there's a phone number here, 865-588-6210, with any of your orders or questions that you can call Balfour and they'll walk you through that. Again, those are not handled by us. We don't supply the cap, gown, and tassel. That all goes through Balfour. So contact them, take a screenshot of the screen if you need to, and reach out with any questions or orders that you need to get taken care of by them. Moving on, I'm going to hand this over to Ms. Orpert. She's going to talk about the next several slides with some more counselor-specific information. So take it away, Ms. Orpert. And if you were there, we're not hearing you.
Sorry, unmute. Okay, sorry. Tennessee Promise has extended the deadline to file the FAFSA until March 15th. And they've done this because of the pandemic. They were having some trouble with the website. But that's the way you get Tennessee Promise. You get it by completing the FAFSA. That's the way you get your Hope Scholarship. So you must do this, and you must complete the FAFSA every year that you are in college. It's not difficult, it just takes a while. If you have any trouble, please reach out to me. There are several sites that can help you. Pellissippi Financial Aid can help you. The school you're planning to attend, their financial aid office can also help you. There is also a video, a webinar that you must watch by May 31st. Usually they come in person and we meet here in the cafeteria. They're doing it by video. If you have not done it, you must do it by May 31st or you will lose the Tennessee Promise. There are also service hours that you must complete. Everyone should be getting Tennessee Promise emails. You have to complete your service hours and log them on the TN Achieves website by July 1st. So you have a date in March that's a deadline if you've not done the FAFSA. You have a deadline end of May. You must view the webinar. And then you have your service hours deadline July 1. If you miss any of those things, you will lose your promise. Okay, so please let me know if you have any questions. All right, Mr. Mosley. All right. Guys, there are scholarships out there. When I get new scholarships, I will email you. Since most of you all are not here in person, I typically send emails to the student and parent. I send it to the Knox County email, and then I send it to the parent email that is in Aspen. So some of you might feel like I'm blowing up your Knox County email or your email of your parent, but that's the best way for me to get information to you all. There's also a scholarship book on the CMA website. It's under families and then it's under need to know information. And there's a book with lots of scholarships. Some of the deadlines have passed, but there are hundreds of scholarships. Some are college specific, if you know you're going to UT, if you know you're going to Carson Newman, but some are just general scholarships that you may qualify for. Let's see, make sure you're watching deadlines. Scholarships very often require letters of recommendation. Please think about who you want to write your letter. If you say to me, Ms. Orpert, will you write me a letter? I would be happy to. When you tell me it's due tomorrow, I will not be happy. It takes a fairly long time to write a quality recommendation letter, whether it's from me or from your teachers or from your principal or Mr. Vickers, Mr. Mulchain, whoever, and you have to give people time to write a quality letter. Please do not ask someone last minute. Plan ahead. Okay? All right. Transcripts. You all, no matter where you go to school after you graduate, if you are planning on going to school, the school you go to will need your high school transcript. Okay? They will want your final transcripts. Transcripts will not be final until the very end of May or the beginning of June. And I need to know where you want that transcript sent. There will be a form that we're going to send out the link to, and there's some basic questions: name, cell phone number, personal email address, things like that. And then where you want it sent to. If you do not fill out that form, I don't know where to send your final transcript, and you will not get your financial aid package and be able to sign up for classes at the college you're planning to attend until they get your final transcript. Okay, so that's going to be coming soon. I guess we'll email that or somehow share it out, but I definitely need that information. If you are going to work right after high school, sometimes your employer will also want a transcript. Please indicate that on there, and I can either email it to you personally, or if they want one in a sealed envelope, I could mail it to you, or you could swing by the school to pick it up. Okay? If you took a dual enrollment class, and it doesn't matter if you took 1 or 20, if you were going to school after high school, if you are going any place after high school besides Pellissippi, you will have to send your Pellissippi transcript. I don't send your Pellissippi transcript. You have got to contact Pellissippi, and you do that by logging into your My Pellissippi, and you request an official transcript be sent to the school you are planning to attend. Okay? So I don't have access to your Pellissippi transcript. You've got to do that through Pellissippi. If you run into trouble, of course, we can help you with that. Okay? Mr. Mosley?
All right. So as you can see, I am presenting information about prom. That may be news to some of y'all that we're actually having a prom. So we're extremely excited to, I guess, announce, if you've not heard already, that we have been given from the district the green light to go ahead and have a prom this year. So we're extremely excited. We're going to have it Saturday, May 1st. It's going to be at the Lighthouse, Knoxville. It's the same venue that we've had prom for the last several years. So if you've been before, you see how beautiful it is out there, and we're extremely excited to be able to do it again out there. So I'm going to go over some of the sort of requirements for how they're allowing us to have a prom here in just a second. But the important info is that we get to have one. So very, very excited. Tickets are on sale right now. As of tonight, they are on sale. The link has been opened up. You can go to the same, I'll back up here so you can see it. Right here, knoxschools.schoolcashonline.com. Again, search for Career Magnet Academy Prom. It should pop right up. But tickets are on sale immediately right now. They are $55 before spring break, and they're $65 if you wait until after spring break. They're on sale as of this very minute. So hop on over there, start thinking about who you're going to take, all that good stuff. Obviously, prom is formal attire. This is a night to celebrate each other, celebrate your time at CMA, sort of coming to an end, celebrate just all the accomplishments that you've done, and sort of go out with a bang. So this is a chance for you to dress up, be together, celebrate one another, and we're really excited. This obviously, just like any prom we've had in the past, is a junior and senior prom. So it's open. We are inviting our juniors and seniors That being said, if you're a junior or senior, which obviously you're all seniors, you are allowed to invite any other student that you choose as your date or your I guess your plus one to the prom. But the only caveat is that all attendees must be current Knox County school students. So I want to explain that a little bit because we've already had a few people ask about students that either were previous graduates or maybe don't go to school in Knox County, various things like that. The reason that we all agreed to be able to have a prom and the district agreed was if we had all current Knox County students attend, then we would be able to have an understanding of, let's say I've got a student that's requested to come from Farragut High School. I can contact Farragut High School to make sure that this student is not currently under quarantine or that they, for any reason should not be there. If it's a student that is from another county or a previous graduate or someone who's not in the current school system, we don't have any idea what they've been doing out and about in the world, whether they've been responsible or whether they're supposed to be at home under quarantine, or even if they're positive, for COVID or anything along those lines. We want to be as safe as possible with this event. The last thing we want to do is to create some sort of event that may trigger a super spreader event, which could in turn, who knows, it could threaten our ability to have a graduation ceremony. So that is not what we're looking for here. We want to have a wonderful night, a safe night, a responsible night. And we all principals and the district agreed that the best way to do that would be to only allow current Knox County students to attend. So that being said, they, as in the law department for Knox County Schools, has created a waiver specifically for prom, and all attendees and parents are going to be required to sign that waiver. That's something we won't do until closer to that time because there's some specific language on there pertaining to, have you been quarantined the last 2 weeks, or have you been in contact with anyone the last 2 weeks, all that good stuff. So we can't really do it now because obviously that would, we wouldn't know if you'd been, in contact with anybody closer to that time. So it needs to be around the time we're having prom. So all that to say, anybody from Knox County Schools can come if they're a current student. You are allowed to invite, as a junior or senior, you're allowed to invite one other guest. All attendees and parents will sign a waiver. We'll get that to you. And then, yes, masks will be required. I said, get that bejeweler out and ready. So masks, hey, it's another accessory. It's a way for you to match your dress or your suit or whatever it is you decide to come with. So have fun with it. We're very, very excited that we can do this for you. I know that last year's seniors didn't get this opportunity, and there's nobody in the district that liked that. So we're very, very happy that you're able to have this, and we can't wait to be there with you to celebrate. So again, Saturday, May 1st, put it on your calendars. Start thinking about what you need to do. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to give us a call and we can answer those for you. National Honor Society, there is information on here about that. If you are currently a member, there's a remind that you can sign up to that will give you information from Mrs. McNally. You have some service hours that are due. Those are coming up on May 8th. You'll have to get those done to qualify as a NHS scholar. You've got to complete your service hours to be able to wear the stole at graduation. And if you want to wear a stole and order one, you can see the picture of the blue stole right there. Those are $25 as well. So you can either reach out to us at the school or you can contact Mrs. McNally directly, and she'll give you all the information you need about how to order that stole to wear with your gown. Senior awards. We are going to have a senior awards ceremony. Again, the district's given us the green light to be able to do some of these smaller responsible events. We have not decided what that exactly is going to look like. I will go ahead and say that we may decide to do this virtually, largely because we don't have a space large enough to accommodate all of the seniors and their parents for an in-person ceremony. But we are going to have an award ceremony. So we will be coming out with some information about that soon. Ms. Orpert, yes, take it away.
Okay. Actually, I think this slide is incorrect. I don't think I fixed this slide from last year. I apologize. I believe service hours are due April 1st. That's a huge difference. So I believe 8 hours of community service for National Honor Society, and that's 8 hours for the year, are due April 1st. I will double check with McNally, and I'm sure she will be with Miss McNally, and she will be sending something out. But plan on having your hours due April 1st.
I'm glad you said that. That's more than a month sooner. So make note of that,
Yes.
NHS kids. Thank you, Ms. Orpert. All right, so senior awards are going to happen. We'll let you know what that looks like later on. Speaking of awards, if I had a drum here, I would do a full-on drum roll for you, but it is time that we announce our valedictorian and salutatorians. So we are extremely, extremely proud to be able to bring these names to you right now. Our salutatorians, you may notice I have an S on the end. We have two that came down to 100th of a GPA point of them being tied. So with that being said, your 2021 salutatorians are Sophia Trent and Dylan West. So your co-salutatorians with a GPA of 4.536, which is just incredible. So congratulations to Sophia and Dylan. We are extremely, extremely proud of you guys. Which leads us to our valedictorian, and the class of 2021 valedictorian is Miss Arwen Roach with a GPA of 4.571. So Miss Orpert, would you like to say anything about these three students?
Guys, you all, I mean, all of you all are amazing. Sophie, Dylan, Arwen, you all work so hard. We are so, so proud of you. I'm just super excited. I know it's not typically how it's announced, and we wish it could be different, but you all are amazing, as is everyone in the senior class. Just super proud, guys. It has been an honor to get to know each of you, not just Arwen, Sophie, and Dylan, but each of you. An honor to get to know you over the last 4 years and to get to work with you, and hopefully have helped you in some small way. It has been truly, truly my pleasure. Thank you.
I want to echo that. Obviously, this is my first year as the principal at CMA. And while I was here 2 years ago as the dean of students, I didn't get to work with these 10th graders a whole lot when they were 10th graders. But I knew, I think along with everybody in the building, how special of a group this class of 2021 was. Even back then in 10th grade, it was something that was tangible. I think the staff recognized it. You recognized it with each other. Ms. Orpert just texted me and said she's crying. There's a reason for that. You all have been just incredible to work with. And in a normal year, we can't even, say how proud we would be of your accomplishments, but to add on the fact of everything you have gone through, all of the challenges that you have faced as a class, the road bumps, the weirdness of virtual school and being having to sort of, you're like it or not, you're a bit of, the guinea pigs for what it means to graduate as a full class of virtual / in-person / pandemic students. And you have done it with just all the class and dignity and, all of the traits that we could ever ask for as a group. And we can not be more proud of all of you all. So we are going to celebrate you all in every way that we can. We're so glad that we have some of these events coming up where we get to actually do that, where we'll get to actually see some of you and be able to go through some of the more normal end of year events. So we're hoping to show you in person how much we love you all and how happy we are. So all that said, I put this last slide on here. You're almost a graduate. What's the key word in that sentence? You're almost a graduate. We're not there yet, right? The finish line is near. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, but we are not there yet. Now is not the time to stop striving towards your goals, okay? I want to encourage you all to finish strong. And I want to say this to this group of seniors especially, all of your classes matter, okay? If it's econ, half credit, if it's PE, half credit, guess what? Those are graduation requirements and they matter. So don't get senioritis here in March and start saying, you know what, I'm done. I can see it. We just talked about graduation. My mind's already there. My body might not be, but my mind's already there. You're not there yet. Okay, we've got to finish strong. So please, 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 please don't start slacking. Finish out all of the classes you're in so that we don't have to have any difficult conversations come, May about whether or not you're on track like you thought you were. So if you have any questions or any concerns, I'm gonna stop sharing this so that I can actually look at you while I'm talking. There we go. All right. Any questions or any concerns at all? Now is the time to ask them, okay? Don't wait till it's too late. Don't assume anything until it's too late. And please do not take your classes for granted. Don't take your teachers for granted. It's been a weird year. It's been a challenging year in many ways, but that doesn't mean that we're giving out free passes, okay? You've got to do your work. You got to finish no matter what class it is. Don't stop now, okay? We believe in y'all. We're so excited for all of you. Cannot wait to go through some of these next few months and celebrate with you, to see you through the end. And personally, I'm hoping that I can give you a big old high five or a hug as you walk across that stage on June 1st at Central High School. So, Ms. Orbert, you have anything else you want to share?
June 5th, I believe, right?
I said June 1st.
You said June 1st. It's June 5th, right?
You are 100% correct.
Okay.
It's June 5th.
Guys, just again, thank you so much. It has truly been my pleasure. And I think I can speak for Mr. Mulchan and Mr. Vickers. All of your teachers here. We just love you and we are so proud of you. And thank you. Thank you very much for letting us serve you.
All right. I believe that's all we have for tonight. That's your senior meeting. We will have obviously lots more information to get to you as we start getting things in order, like the prom waiver form, your graduation ticket information, all that good stuff. But again, reach out with any questions you've got and we will get you all the information you need. So have a great Thursday night and we will see some of you tomorrow in the building. Some of you will see online tomorrow and others we will see you sooner than later. So have a great night.